There's a quiet fear a lot of cat owners carry and almost never say out loud. What if my cat doesn't actually love me back? You feed them, you talk to them, you've done the slow blink 100 times, and they just stared. So you start to wonder if the whole thing is one-sided. Here's the truth. Your cat has been answering you this entire time in a language nobody ever taught you to read. Today, I'll give you 6 things to do every single day that your cat actually understands as love. And stay with me. The last one takes them all the way back to the first week of their life, before they could even see. Let's start with the one everybody gets half right. Number 1, the slow blink, done the way they actually read it. You've heard this one? Look at your cat. Close your eyes slowly. Open them again. And there's real science behind it. Researchers at the University of Sussex tested it. When owners slow blinked at their cats, the cats were far more likely to blink back. They were also more likely to approach a stranger who had blinked at them first. But here's the part nobody tells you, and it's why so many owners try this and feel silly. If you've ever slow blinked at your cat and gotten nothing but a flat stare, you weren't wrong. You were just off by inches or off by seconds. 3 things break it. You're too close. In the wild, shutting your eyes near another animal means you've stopped watching for danger. That message carries across a room, not across a pillow. Your face is too hard. A locked, wide-eyed stare reads as a threat no matter how slowly you close it. And your timing is off. A cat that's mid-hunt, mid-meal, or watching a bird will not answer you. So tonight, catch their gaze from across the room. Soften your whole face. Close your eyes for 1 full second and open them. If the bond is there, they'll answer. And the second habit, you've been doing it wrong in a much smaller way. Number 2, answer them back. Do you ever say your cat's name and swear they ignored you? They didn't. They heard it, and they know it's theirs. A study out of Sophia University in Tokyo showed something surprising. Cats can pick their own name out of a lineup of words that sound almost identical. It works even when a stranger says it. But researchers in France found something that matters more for you. Cats respond to the soft, higher, gentler voice their own person uses. When their owner used that voice, cats reacted. When a stranger used the exact same tone, they mostly didn't. So it isn't the name that reaches them. It's the name coming from you. Here's where most owners stop. And it's a shame, because a name is a one-way message. Make it a conversation instead. When your cat meows at you, meow back. Ask them what they want, wait for the answer, then follow them and see where they lead you. You'll feel ridiculous for about a week. Then one day you'll realize the two of you have been talking, and they started it. But the next habit is the one almost everybody gets backwards, and it involves doing less, not more. Number 3, respect the no. Ever reach out to pet your cat and watch them lean away or just walk off? It stings. A lot of owners quietly decide that's proof of something. It isn't, to a cat. Being picked up when they didn't ask for it doesn't feel like affection. It feels like losing control, and control is everything to them. Studies on how people pet cats found the same thing again and again. When humans let the cat decide, offering a hand and waiting instead of reaching in, the cats stayed calmer, friendlier, and stuck around far longer. The owners chasing the cuddle got less. The ones who backed off got more. So here's your daily habit, and it's the easy one to skip. Instead of scooping them up, hold out one finger at nose height and wait. If they press into it, you're in. If they don't, you smile and let them go. And while we're here, let's clear up the one that hurts people most. If your cat bites you gently and then immediately licks the same spot, that is not an attack, and it isn't an apology. That's how cats groom the ones they've claimed. It's affection wearing a costume you weren't taught to recognize. Now, those first 3 are things you say to your cat. The next 3 are different. Those are the ones where your cat is talking to you, and I'll show you how to answer. Number 4, trade scent with them. This is the one owners miss completely, because we're a species that leads with our eyes and our voices. Cats lead with their nose. Your cat has scent glands on their cheeks, their chin, the corners of their mouth, and along the top of their head. When they press their forehead into your hand or drag their cheek along your ankle, they're not scratching an itch. They're putting their smell on you and taking yours. In a cat's world, a family is a group that smells the same. That headbutt is your cat writing your name on the family list, and they mean it. There are owners who will tell you about the last days of a cancer their cat was losing. Even then, that cat still lifted its head to press it against them. That's how deep this signal runs. It's one of the last things to go. So here's your habit. Every day, make a loose fist and hold your knuckles out at their nose level. Let them come. Let them rub their cheek across your hand as long as they want. When they press their forehead in, lean in and press back. Gently. That's not a trick. That's you answering in their language. And most cats have been waiting years to be answered. Number 5 is one you can check tonight in your own bed. Number 5, let them pick the spot and then don't move. Where your cat chooses to sleep on you is not random. It's a ranking, and it goes up in stages. At the feet is comfort. They like your warmth, and they trust the room. Against your hip or your back means they trust you specifically, but they still want an exit. On your chest is something else entirely. They've handed you their softest parts and switched off their own alarm system. The most vulnerable thing a cat can do. And pressed against your face or your neck is the top of the ladder. There's nowhere safer in their world. Owners describe it exactly the same way everywhere. The cat climbs up, settles on a shoulder, and then quietly rearranges where your head is supposed to go. So your habit here is the hardest on this list, because it asks nothing of you except stillness. When they pick their spot, stay put, let your arm go numb, leave the space open even on the nights they don't take it. A cat that has to move to get comfortable learns that your body is negotiable. A cat that never has to move learns its home. Which brings me to the one I promised you at the start. The habit almost nobody knows about, and the only one on this list that reaches a memory older than you are. Number 6, the wet toothbrush. Think back to when your cat was a kitten. Before they could see, before they could walk, there was one sensation that meant safety. Their mother's tongue working over the top of their head over and over. Rough, warm, rhythmic. That was the first love they ever knew, and it said everything at once. You're mine, you're clean, you're safe. Your grown cat never forgot that feeling. Not one day of it. So take a soft toothbrush, run it under warm water, and gently brush the top of their head and the space between their ears. Those are the exact spots a mother would have licked, and they happen to be the exact spots your cat can't reach on their own. A cat's tongue is covered in tiny bristles, which is why a damp toothbrush comes closer to that feeling than your hand ever will. Watch what happens. Most cats go completely still. Then the purring starts, then the eyes close. And now look at what you just did, because this is where all 6 come together. Remember the slow blink from number 1, the one that says, "I feel safe with you." This is that same sentence, delivered straight into the oldest memory they have. It's why cats need. They're not being cute. They're back in that first week, telling you that you're theirs. Let them lean in. Never hold them there. Let them choose to stay. So let's go back to that quiet fear from the beginning. Has your cat ever pressed their head into your hand, fallen asleep on your chest, bitten you softly, and then licked the spot? Needed your leg until you had to move? You already had your answer. You just didn't have the translation. And here's the part that goes the other way. When your cat purrs against you, that low, steady sound isn't only for them. Owners who've lived with anxiety for years will tell you nothing has ever calmed them down faster. People have said, in plain words, that their cat climbed onto their chest on the worst night of their life and stayed there. They've been loving you out loud this whole time. 6 habits. And you'll finally be answering. One last thing you can do tonight, and it costs nothing. Take the shirt you've been wearing all day and lay it on their favorite spot. To them, that's not laundry. That's you. Staying in the room after you've left it. Now I want to know, do you meow back at your cat? Be honest. Nobody here is judging. Tell me in the comments, because I'm building the next video around what your cats are actually saying when they do it. Go find yours tonight, soften your face, and tell them properly.